Basketball may reign supreme in this state, but on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for the vaunted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. And the Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Wildcats offense has the ball first today. It was the Cardinals in a beatdown of the Cats in their last meeting.
These are two schools obviously playing in different conferences, but winning this game matters, especially on the recruiting trail. That really helped Louisville last season.
Yeah, and especially winning in that fashion. Like, we're talking about what rivalry? Like, we own you. We own conference bragging rights. A lot of positives for Louisville a year ago.
He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Just smothered on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Finds his target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Great place to start for this offense. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game has been a problem.
To the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Into the end zone for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodriguez. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A give to Brown. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. Just keeps moving. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Richardson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Brown running left. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, and Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys to get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's McCoy. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Man, that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
In the backfield, it's Bauer. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And this one is perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Number 91, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy, and Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd down play from the gun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've got to get to work to keep up with this offensive explosion, already down 21-3. Sells to run, looking to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rodriguez. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Kentucky going quickly.
And, man, it's all eyes on this Will Stein offense. He comes back to Kentucky, man. He's an offensive savant. Spent his time, obviously, in Oregon. He's innovative. He's got a new guy at the trigger spot. Minchie, that was battling Carr a year ago at Notre Dame, Palmer. They were neck and neck. Minchie lost the battle. Now he comes to Kentucky with a rebuilt roster and a new lease on life.
Yeah, you got to dig to find film on Minchie during his time at Notre Dame, but when you do watch it, you absolutely can see the potential. He's a big guy with a live arm who can also run, and he's going to give this Kentucky offense, I think, a dynamic that they haven't had in a long time with his mobility and playmaking, running the football as well. So I can't wait to see the marriage between Stein and Minchie here and what it means for this Wildcats offense. Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10.
Kentucky, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. And he could not get loose on the run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a pass.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Punt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Handoff for Baxter. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take it.
Just steamrolling the defense. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Baxter.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots. Him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Rush right in his face. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Kentucky 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. A give to Brown. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Cardinals. Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out wide right, it's Miller.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Brown again. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Enough to move the chains. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. On the draw, it's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Brown. Open space at the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run with Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Finds us back in the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That's his third touchdown of the game and 19 on the season. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Kentucky right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They go back to C.J. Baxter. Snowed under by the defense. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, here's Baxter. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Caught on the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Tough run here. It's Baxter. There's a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside. It's Barnes. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
And he's in! Touchdown, Kentucky! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Wants to throw on third. Turns it upfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They send the tight end in motion. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Richardson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. A give to Brown.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll ride Davis here. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisville! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. C.J. Baxter one more time. Taken down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Rodriguez. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
Where did he go?
Tells to run, wants to pass. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Second down, gonna throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On third down, here's Baxter. Breaks into the open. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete, and looking for enough for the first down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a stop for this defense. What a tremendous play. A long way to go for this offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
First down, right back to Brown. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Hand off for Brown. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On third down, here's Brown. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. The Ville taking command as the Cardinals stretch the lead.
Yeah, the Cardinals doing everything right. They're doing everything they need to do. They are looking down their noses at Kentucky right now, saying, we run this state.
And it looks like Louisville just has the most composure between the two teams in this game, right? They're not making as many mental errors, and that's starting to show up on the scoreboard.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field.
Ready. Blue, 22. Blue, ready to go.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Turning it on. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37.
Ready, go.
On first down, it's Baxter again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Down, ready. Red, go.
Hand off for Baxter.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snaps on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Maybe it was just in the cards as Louisville takes home this rivalry game, and they will bring the Governor's Cup home to the Ville. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.